Third grade, Mr. McQueen again. Just to do your next math lesson, we did 9.1 on Monday, and now it is Wednesday, and we are doing 9.2. It's also going to be adding three-digit numbers just like we did on Monday, but instead of adding the hundreds, the tens, and the ones, and then combining it all there like we did on Monday, we're doing it the old-fashioned way, the way that maybe your moms and dads know how to do. The ways that you learned probably early on in first and second grade, where if you have a number greater than 10, you're going to carry it to the next place over. It's the way that I learned when I was in school too, and it's just another way to teach you how to add a three-digit number. Okay, we're going to start on page 481 in your math book. So go ahead, turn to page 481. As you're turning, I'm going to keep talking a little bit to tell you about what is in store going forward. So today's Wednesday. After this lesson, I'm going to ask you to complete a couple of the questions on your homework page. Once you have finished your questions on your homework page, what I'm going to do is then ask you guys to see if you can complete some of the work that is on the Google Classroom that I assigned to you, just like I did on Monday. There are assignments that are due at the following day. It could be a possible 4 or 5 questions, and it's out of 100. Several of you have done a great job with it so far. I really appreciate it. Those that haven't answered them yet, you still have time. They might be late, but you still can finish it, okay? So, this first week we're very lenient in allowing you guys to get your work done, whether on time or not. But people that did finish it on time, good job, proud of you. Okay, so you're on page 481. I'm going to page 481 as well. So I'm going to follow along right here in my own laptop as well of how to add a three-digit number, okay? Like I said, it's going to be the way that your parents know how to do it, how I know how to do it. Just like I taught you guys on Monday, it's a different way of how to do hundreds, tens, and ones. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way, okay? Line it up vertically and add it, okay? So on 481, it says, suppose a bus travels 276 miles on Monday and 248 miles on Tuesday. Make sure you underline both of those numbers in there. That'll help you guys out, especially in word problems. At least you know where the numbers are. The question asks, how many miles does the bus travel? And I'm going to add 2 words in there that you should know, in all. So if you hear the words in all, you know that means to add. Okay, so I'm going to take both of these numbers, and you can do it on your paper right along with me. Okay, so I'm going to take 276. Okay, that's the first number. That's how many they travel on Monday. And then I'm going to line up 248 right underneath it. Very, very important to line up the ones underneath the tens and underneath the hundreds. So make sure that they are all lined up right underneath each other. Okay, and then when we add from the right going to the left. Okay, so the first one, we have 6 plus 8. Remember, put the bigger number in your head and count up that other number. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so am I going to write 14 down here? No. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my 4 and then carry my 1 to that next place over. Okay, so 14, I put the 4 down, I carry that 1, and then I'm going to repeat it. Now I'm on my tens column. 7 plus 4, but we can't forget that 1, but 7 plus 4, so I put 7 in my head. Then I go 8, 9, 10, 11, and don't forget that 1, 12. Again, same thing. Put the 2 down below and carry the 1. Alrighty. Last column, the hundreds column. 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. 524 should be your answer. Now, you're probably thinking, Mr. McQueen, wait. This is a word problem. We need to include words here. You're right, okay? So if you go back to the story or the question, it says, how many miles does the bus travel? So after this, you need to make sure you include the word miles. right, I'll give you some time to put that on your paper right now. Remember, on page 481, we're solving it right up at the top. Okay, remember, any time that I'm going through this video that you think maybe it's going a little too fast, it's okay. Just pause it and feel free to rewind it or go back at any point during the video to make sure that it'll help you and whoever is helping you with your homework, okay? Great. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next page and I'm going to quickly just kind of touch on what we're working on. All right, so we're now on page 482, okay? And on page 482, the essential question at the very, very top of the page, all right, turn to it. It says, how can you use addition to solve problems? All right, in the picture there is the great state of New York. That's where you live. All right, and the question says, Jason's family drove from Niagara Falls, okay, look on the map, you can see that, to Albany. So you're starting in Niagara Falls and you're driving to Albany. They drove 119 miles in the morning, underline that, and 187 miles in the afternoon. How far did Jason's family travel? So really what you have to do is you just find 119 plus 187. Right now, we are not going to focus on the estimating part. I just want you to solve it the way that I did up here. Okay, so if you look down at the picture, all right, they drew their two part whole boxes. What I mean by that is they drew a part, and then is asked to find the whole of these two. And if you look at the picture, they put 119 in one of them, and then they put 187, and those involve the miles that they drove from Niagara Falls to Albany. Okay, so what's really nice about this is they do a step-by-step process of how to add it. Well, I went through it and we did a step-by-step process too. Do you notice how there's 3 steps in it? Well, my friends, if I were to line this up, remember when we add, it does not matter if the bigger number's on top or below. All right, they did 3 steps. Well, that's funny, Mr. McQueen. There's 3 different places. Well, that's what each step stands for. So they first started by adding the ones. They added 9 ones plus 7 ones, which gave you 16 ones. Well, we can't write that down, so they wrote down 6 ones, and they brought over that extra 10. You can see in that picture. Then they went on to step 2, which is the tens column. All right. They added 8 tens plus 1 tens plus another 10, that one that we brought over. So 8, 9, 10. Well, again, I cannot write a 10 down there, so they put a 0, and then they wrote and carried over the next 10, or the next place, which would be hundreds. And that brings us to step 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1, which equals, my friends, as you know, 3. So if you look at their work, Jason's family drove 306 miles. Mr. McQueen also got 306 miles. Okay, so that's kind of where we're going with our math lesson today. So we are going to start right on page 483. 483. And I'm going to go step by step through your work with you on there. And then I'm going to turn it over to you guys because I think you guys can handle this. All right, especially when it comes to their homework page. Okay, so the guided practice at the top of the page where it says number 1. All right. Do you understand? It says Sue scored 236 points during the first half of her basketball season. 236. All right. She then scored 285 points during the second half. 285. Beautiful. How many points did she score during the entire season? You notice how they did the part, whole? Okay, so you're looking for the whole or in all. So we have to add these. All righty. All right, make sure you have that on your paper before I begin. I'll wait a little bit. All right. 236 plus 285. Okay, here we go. So first we stop over to our ones column. And we're going to do 6 plus 5. So we put 6 in our head, And then we're going to add 5 to it. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I'm going to put my 1 down, and I'm going to carry over my next 1. All right, to my tens count. 8 plus 3 plus 1. Well, let's do the 8 plus 3 first, and then we can always count up 1 more. So 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 1, 12. So you're going to put the 2 down and carry the 1 over to that next place. All right, now we're on to our hundreds. 2 plus 2 plus 1. Well, I know that 2 plus 2 equals 4, and I don't even need my head for that because that's something that I remember from when I was in kindergarten, first grade. All right, so 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 equals 5. So 521. Now be careful. Be careful. This is a word problem. They're looking for how many points she scored. So make sure you put down the word points. All right, I will leave this up there for about 5-10 seconds so you guys can get that work down, and then I will erase it. All righty. Okay, so this is going to be the math, like I said, that many of us have learned. All right, when we were students, and now we are your teachers. So it should be fairly easy for us to explain this to you. One thing I told you that we're not going to focus on is the estimating part right now because we did a lot of estimation in our last topic, and we did a great job with it. But I want to kind of teach you and kind of review the other way of how to add 3-digit numbers. All right, so we're going to go on to number 3 now. All right, and they already wonderfully lined it up for you on your paper. Unfortunately, Mr. McQueen does not have that paper in front of him, so he's going to write it down on his whiteboard. All right, so this is basically what I have written on my sheet in front of you, right? Okay, well, we're going to start here in our ones, and we're going to work our way to our hundreds. All right, so 6 plus 1. So I put 6, and then I add 1 to it. 7. All right, then 2 plus 7. Remember, start with that bigger number. Put that one in your head. So 7, 8, 9. So for number 3, your answer should be 297. Make sure you write that down on there. Again, feel free to pause this at any time. Going on to number 4. Number 4. Okay. We have 538 plus a whopping 429. And they put a 7 down here. They're trying to trick you, aren't they? We're still going to go through the whole process. We're going to do our ones, then our tens, and then our hundreds. Okay. So let's start on our ones, even though we already have an answer here. Let's make sure that they're right. Those people from Pearson try to confuse you sometimes. All right, so 9 plus 8. So you're going to put 9 in your head, and you're going to add 8 fingers to it. Okay, put those 2 4s in each finger, and then it'll be easy for you to add. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, that makes sense. That's why they have the 7 there. But up top here, make sure you put a 1. All right, you can see that on your paper. There's a box up there. Make sure you put that 1 up there. Then we continue. 3 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1, 6. And then 5 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the answer to number 4 is 967. All righty. Going on to number 5. Mambo number 5. Here we go. 415 plus 168. All right. Anything written on there for you? Oh, yeah, they got something right there. All right. So we'll start in our ones and then we'll go to our hundreds as we go across our math problem. So 8 plus 5. All right. 8 goes in my head. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I put my 3 down. I carry my 1 in that space that they put on there. Then 6 plus 1 plus 1. All right. Well, 6, 7, 8. All right. Then 4 plus 1, 4, 5. The answer number 5 is 583. All righty. Good work. All right. If you think this is easy, all right, that means your work that you're going to be assigned on Google Classroom and your homework sheet should be fairly easy. If you're not sure yourself right now, that's okay. All right, there'll be more problems up ahead for you to solve that you'll be doing fine at. Number 6 is 391 plus 609 or 609. All right, and they put a 0 here to confuse you. They love confusing you. Let's start over here and go across. What's 9 plus 1? 9, 10. Well, we got the 0 in. We got to make sure we carry our 1. Alrighty. 9 plus 0 plus 1. Well, we don't have to add anything to the 9. If there's a 0 here, but we got to make sure we add that 1 in. So 9 plus 1 is 10 again. Carry my 1. I'm starting to see a pattern here. 6 plus 3 plus 1. So 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1, 10. Alrighty. Now, can I put a 1 up here? Well, there's no need to. Is there anything else to add over here? No. So just put the 1 and bring it back down there. Your answer to this one is 1,000. Man, that'd be nice. $1,000 right now. Great. All right, so that's the answer to number 6. Okie dokie. Now, down below. All right, there are a lot of problems on there. I think we're going to switch it up today. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do just the evens. Just the evens. So we're going to do, you can circle these right in your book. We're going to do 8. All right, I'll put 8 on here. We're going to do 10. We're going to do 12. We're going to do 14, 16. I'll put these up here so I don't forget them. And 18. So 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Circle those in there. All right. Here we go, my friends. Number 6. That is going to be 678 plus 129. Let's solve it. 9 plus 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's why they have that 7 down there. And then we carry the 1. 7 plus 2. 7, 8, 9, plus the 1, 10. All right. 6 plus 1 plus 1. 6, 7, 8. So that is your answer to number 8. Again, don't worry about the estimating right now. Okay, we're going to get our answers and we're just going to solve it this way. Okay, next one is number 10. 118 plus 335. All righty. Okay. 8 plus 5. So I go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, you can circle it, you can just carry it, whatever you prefer, makes it easier. All right, 3 plus 1 plus 1, so 3, 4, 5. That's why they have the 5 on their paper. And then, is there anything to carry? No. 3 plus 1, which equals 4. All right. 12. Now they took all those boxes away. All right, those helping boxes. Now we got to do it the old-fashioned way. 324 plus 508 or 508. All righty. Starting the ones, go to the hundreds. 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry my 1. 2 plus 0 plus 1. So 2 plus 1. 2, 3. And then 5 plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 14. 465 plus 285. Okay, again, starting at our ones and working to our hundreds. 5 plus 5. Well, again, do I need to count? Maybe. That's okay, but I know personally that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Think of fingers. How many you have on one hand? Good. So 5 plus 5 is 10. I carry my 1. Now 8 plus 6 plus 1. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus the 1 is 15. So I put a 5 down, and I carry my 1. And then it's 4 plus 2, which equals 6, plus 1, which equals 7. All right. So these are all your answers for 8, 10, 12, and 14. And we are going to do 16 and 18 right now. But I'm going to give you some chance to make sure that you've caught up with all your work before I erase everything that's on this board. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying spending time with your family. You know, that is extremely important. It's time that you don't always get to spend with them during the whole day. I know parents are happy to have you home. So just make sure you thank them for all the help that they give you during the year. Okay, 16 and 18. Those are the last two we're going to do today, and then I'm turning it over to you guys to work on. All right, 16. We have 207 plus 238. Now, my question to you is, does it matter that the bigger number's on the bottom when you're adding? Please say yes. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. It does not matter when you add. It only matters when you subtract, okay? 8 plus 7. So we start in the ones, we work over to the hundreds. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Carry my 1. 1 plus 0 plus 3, or 3 plus 1. So 3, 4. And 2 plus 2, which we went over several times, also equals 4. That is your answer for number 16, is 445. And the last one for today is 678 plus 143. Now you're probably wondering why I keep looking over here. I wanted to make sure that you're paying attention, but I also have my problems right up here on my laptop. Okay. Start at the ones and work over to the hundreds. 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1. 1 plus 7 plus 4, or 7 plus 4 plus 1. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus the 1 is 12. 1. 6 plus 1 plus 1. 6, 7, 8. So those are your final two answers for this math sheet. Okay. While you are writing those down, I am going to be pulling up the homework sheet so I can tell you exactly which ones I would like for you to work on. Alrighty. So looking at the homework sheet, there really is not a whole lot on the front page. So I think you guys can handle that. I'm going to make sure that you guys do all 5 of those problems on your homework page, but I might also assign each of those math problems as your Google Classroom assignment, which I think would probably be a good idea. All right, so what I'm going to do is don't worry about estimating again or rounding. Okay, I just want you to solve it the way we were working on it today up here. Okay, so please solve those 5 questions. And once you're done with those 5 questions, check your Google Classroom for the assignments and make sure you submit those on there, and I will make sure that I give you a grade back on that and be right in contact with you. Okay, again, you're adding 3-digit numbers. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me either through email or through our Google Classroom, and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, miss you. Hopefully, we'll be seeing each other shortly. Take care.